Yo, so I wanted to bring out a quick video to you guys just talking about a topic that I've wanted to mention for a while now and just haven't gotten the chance to. I am working on a Shinyan build video, so do stay tuned for that as that's coming out before too long, so don't you worry. Just gotta farm out a few extra mats for her. Anyways, what I wanted to talk about today is why I'm waiting to get every single character in the game to Ascension 4 before I get any character to Ascension 6. And you might be like, wow, why? That's kind of crazy. I'm AR 55 and I don't have a single character to level 90. My highest are 80s and I haven't ascended them. You might be asking why. It's because, well, first and foremost, it is because of the fact that the resources are just insane. I'm going to put up a little infographic for you in just a second here about the fact that the actual resources to go from 80 to 90 is actually insane compared to going from level 1 to 60 and then getting that Ascension 4. The resource comparison is absolutely insane. I'll see if I can put up a little infographic so you kind of understand what I'm talking about, at least in terms of the actual books to level them up. And then on top of that, the resources for the actual materials actually get even more insane. And so you might be asking, well, why are you getting every single character to Ascension 4 first? Well, this game does change a little bit and different characters do become more relevant as time goes on. So what I plan to do is to go ahead and get everybody to Ascension 4 because Ascension 4 is where everybody unlocks their final passive talent and then they also become relevant for endgame content. I still use this Kaching at Ascension 4, by the way, for main DPS all of the time, and she does just fine in an AR-55 world. Does she do as much damage as somebody at level 90 with higher talents? No, absolutely not. But is she struggling here? No, not at all. So there is definitely a benefit to going 90, don't get me wrong. 90 will allow you to get those talents up and you will be doing substantially more damage because of it. And on top of the fact that, you know, the level difference also does matter a little bit, but not that much. But I don't think the resources are really all that worth it. And I'll kind of show you what I mean. You see here what I'm talking about. You need 6 of these, the 5-star material to go ahead and level them up, which is a lot. Getting one of these is kind of a lot. You have to get 3 of the chunks, which is pretty huge on its own just for one. So, you know, you guys doing math out there, you need 18 of the chunks, which is pretty hard to do just to get them to level 90. And then you need 20 of these, which is a ton of resin. And these 20 could easily be used to get another character up nearly to Ascension 4. The other thing is that it generally does come down to more about leveling up your weapons, leveling up your talents, and those are the most important things. And yes, you do sacrifice being able to level up some of your talents to a certain degree because they aren't at Ascension 6, but they definitely don't struggle even in an AR-55 world, which is pretty much the highest world rank that matters right now. It takes a while to get there, and that's kind of where enemies are capped out right now, so it just doesn't seem to really matter at all. Especially since, you know, I can dumpster level 90 Dvalin just fine with, you know, Ascension 5 Xiao or an Ascension 4 Kaching. Like, I don't really struggle in those departments. So the actual, you know, cost to benefit analysis there just really isn't worth it to me. And I also wanted to talk about the fact that if I do get everybody to Ascension 4, then when a new character comes out, I'm able to focus all of my resources on leveling them up because I don't have to worry about the fact that I want to level up another character as much. Maybe I want to get another character to Ascension 5 or 6 or something in the future, and I'll have to worry about that alongside it. But I won't have to worry about making another character relevant because, say, tomorrow they make Lisa's kit absolutely busted. I think it's good, by the way, don't get me wrong. But say tomorrow they release patch note, they're like, hey, we thought this was underpowered on Lisa, and they release something broken. Then I'm going to have Lisa prepped up at least to a degree where she's relevant in endgame content, and I find that very valuable, especially since my favorite aspect about the game, personally for me, is actually building fun teams and messing around with them just to kind of see what they can do. Even somebody like Kaya, who I don't generally use, I would love to go ahead and try out in different team compositions whenever I can actually level him up. And yeah, that's just kind of the general overview I wanted to talk about. I know this one was a little short, and I didn't want to go too crazy in depth on it. I just kind of wanted to show you guys some of the infographics about how resource intensive level 90 is, and how it might be more worth it to go ahead and get everybody to Ascension 4, as being able to build more varied teams and have more fun in the game, in my opinion, is just a lot better. And that's why I'm going to get everybody, even the characters I never use, all the way to Ascension 4, just because I want to go ahead and try out their kits in an endgame content scenario. But yeah, anyway, that's pretty much going to be it for me. Yeah, as I said, I know this one was short. I just kind of wanted to talk about the fact that going to level 90 isn't necessarily worth it. It does allow you to do some crazy damage, and it will make your life a lot easier, do not get me wrong. But I would rather get everybody to Ascension 4 first, as I just find that a little bit more valuable, because making fun team compositions is definitely the most fun for me, and then being able to also focus my resources on characters coming out in the future is just going to be way more fun for me as well. And I hope that gives you guys a little bit of a perspective on what you might want to do with your resources, and whether or not you want to actually level up a character to level 90, as it can be a lot. Anyway, as I said, this is going to be it for me. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and do please stay tuned for that Xinyan video. I do plan to have it coming out either tomorrow or Monday. We will go ahead and see how that works out. But anyway, my name's Blossoms. Hope you guys have a great one. Peace.